If you have trees that surround your home or business, it's nice to know you have someone you can rely on whenever you have a problem. Zack's Tree Service is an experienced and reliable tree pruning and removal company with a reputation for fast service, fair pricing, and expert removal and cleanup. With 24-hour emergency service, 365 days a year, Zack's experienced team can tackle your toughest tree problems with complete confidence, respecting your property and never taking chances when it comes to safety.
In 1997, I decided that I wanted to take some trees down that were growing up into the wires and what have you. And so I thought I'd call some firms and find out how much it would cost. I had no idea. And I did, and I was absolutely shocked when I got some of the prices. And I spoke to my sister, and she said, "Why don't you come over and take a look at my friend's house?" And Zack's Tree Service had just taken a huge tree down in this lady's yard. And I thought, what a wonderful job. So I called, and immediately Elmer came down and gave me an estimate, and I said to him, "How soon can you start?" Almost immediately, he came down with his crew and took the trees down, and it was amazing to see how these fellows worked, got the trees down in no time at all, and then cleaned up. It was absolutely marvelous. I was absolutely pleased.
A storm brought a huge branch down, and it knocked the power out. It was halfway across the road, so I needed somebody right away. It was important to me to have an emergency service because I didn't want anybody to be inconvenienced, first of all, by the tree being across the road. And this is not an easy tree to take down because it's very close to the house. There's power lines on three places that he'd have to watch out for. I mean, I inquired if he was insured, and he said yes, he was. That gave me the confidence that I could have him take it down because he would be responsible for anything that might happen. I would recommend him to somebody else.
What I love most about the tree cutting industry and business is that we know we're going to get it taken care of in a timely fashion, and the customer's going to be happy with what we provided for them, the services afterwards. I've already had people that I do estimates for where they had 2 or 3 referrals on me from people they know, and that's a good feeling in my heart when I know that I did people right and they're talking about me.
At Zack's Tree Service, our experience with working in highly challenging environments makes us a great choice for both residential and commercial customers.
We're always looking for tree services that can work along the right-of-ways of the interstates. There's a lot of dangers involved with that. Sometimes you have overhead power lines, mostly very little space to set up equipment. We require very high insurance minimums. The safety issues that go along a highway are a little bit different than if they're working in your backyard or in a field. When your district manager for your right-of-way calls you after a job is done and says, "Meg, I just want you to know that Zack's Tree Service, they can work on our highways anytime." In fact, I believe the gentleman gave Elmer his card and said, look into this. I'm going to put a good word in for you. Whatever you need to do, we need companies like you to work on our right-of-ways because he does take such care.
Nobody prints money in their basement. That it's important to give them their money's worth because I'm straight up honest with somebody and I talk from my heart when I talk to them on what I'm going to do for them and how much I'm going to charge them. It gives me a warm feeling in my heart that I treated that person fairly. And the most important thing is the person's happy with the way their property looks when we're finished.
So if the trees surrounding your home or business are creating a problem, you can relax. Just give Zack's Tree Service a call. We'll be happy to provide you with a free written estimate in no time flat. Zack's Tree Service. Big or small, we gnaw them all.